Talking about the Liverpools.
What's happening at Liverpool?
I lack words. Salah said the words for me. Salah said the words. He doesn't feel like he's Liverpool's main man. I feel that he's up to Slot and the management. I feel Liverpool kept Salah but changed the system, and the new system isn't necessarily focused around Salah. Because the previous seasons, everything was feed Salah, feed Salah, feed Salah. The whole team was working to give Salah the ball, give Salah or create chances for Salah. But now you have Ekitike who wants chances for himself. Cody Gakpo wants chances. Florian Wirtz wants chances for himself. So Salah is getting less and less of the ball, and he's now being told to remain more wide, more than he's supposed to enter and be closer to the goal. And that has affected him. And I feel because of that, the whole team now struggles, because even the new players haven't gelled and the old players don't know how to feed the new players. Moving from that, I feel Slot is also to blame. Slot, I feel, has not been the best man manager for this squad. He was unable, Salah said, he has not had a conversation with the manager. Yet last season they used to have conversations. So is it that Slot is a bad man manager, or is Salah being pushed out? Is somebody at Liverpool wanting Salah out? And why do they want Salah out? There are rumors they want Salah out so that they can get Semenyo and then offload the wage bill that Salah has. But why give him the wage bill in the first place? They should have let him go to Saudi and earn his money. So free Mo Salah. Free Mo Salah.
Okay, question. When you say the Liverpool system has changed, what exactly has changed? Is it Trent going? Because I think that is one of the things.
I think by changing, including Trent going, it's the fact that all the other players were working to Salah. So for example, when we had the number 9, he wasn't necessarily in the box. He was out or trying to make runs to create space for Salah to do his thing. Mm-hmm. But now the Ekitikes want to shoot. The Ekitikes are not looking to pass the ball to Salah. They're looking to create space for themselves and shoot. Florian Wirtz the same. Whenever it was Trent or whoever had the ball, everybody was, where is Salah? Give Salah the ball. Salah is making a run, give Salah the ball. But now Ekitike is making a run, Salah is making a run. Sometimes they give Ekitike, sometimes they give Salah. So I feel that's the biggest change in system. The second one, Salah now is not, because Ekitike is now centrally in the box as the number 9. Previously, whoever was playing, whether it was Jota or whoever, could drop to midfield. Now Ekitike is most majorly in the number 9, which means Salah is forced to remain wide. And the more touches he gets wide, he is not closer to goal, which means his output is going to be reduced. So I think those are the biggest changes, but Trent is also a big factor.
Also, just to add on what Kevin has said, I think when Slot came, he found a Liverpool that was already playing so well together as a team. He inherited a very nice team from Klopp. He went ahead to win the title. But I think now this season was Slot's turn to build his squad. He brought in some new signings, sold Trent, and his whole squad management is he's not finding a slot that suits Salah like how he was in the Klopp's system. Now this reminds me. Remember when Pep came to Man City? The same thing happened. He pushed out Aguero for some games.
Yeah, Toure as well.
Yeah, Toure. But let's talk about Toure. Let's just stick with Aguero, because this is how we used to play with Aguero for him to score goals for us. The same thing. Pep players came and got injuries, and he didn't have an option, and he had to agree that Aguero was still the proper man to play there and turn around create a system that will allow Aguero to continue playing and scoring goals. Mm-hmm. And he was very crucial in some of the titles we won that season. So I think the same is happening, where a manager feels like player A won't fit in my squad in as much as they've been really good in the previous seasons. And they're trying just to prove that I'm the manager, I can.
But I feel like that doesn't, the manager should really rethink. Because, really, the last season you won the system around Salah. This season you're doing really poorly when you're trying to, as a manager, is that a reasonable
I think the first thing I'll say is this. One, the players are already here. The players are younger than Salah. You cannot now say, I will not focus on this, I will focus on Salah. Beats the logic of why Isak was brought in. Beats logic why Florian Wirtz was brought in. Beats logic why Ekitike was brought in. When the new players come, new tiny toys, you want to play with new toys. You don't want to play with the old toys. So I think the biggest thing should be, why did they resign Salah if they were going to change the system? If you are going to sign players who will not necessarily complement Salah but will be competing with Salah, why did you resign Salah? I think that's the question that we should all be asking. And that's why I'm saying
Free more Salah.
Free more Salah.